Thank you very much, Padma, and to net.America for hosting this terrific event and for inviting me here to speak about apprenticeships for our young and diverse populations. As the economy recovers, I can think of no better way to expand opportunities in our workforce that are inclusive of individuals who have been historically underserved, marginalized, and adversely affected by persistent poverty and inequality. So how do we get more of our businesses to open doors of opportunities for our nation's young and diverse populations? How do we align the needs of business with the career paths of young people as they build their skills and competencies and springboard to success in their careers? Today, we'll focus on access to registered apprenticeships, which are paid, career-focused jobs, and some are attached to college credit, and some even degree opportunities. Now, apprenticeship is personal to me. I was lucky enough to have the opportunity to complete an apprenticeship program while I was attending college at night. You know, I had started college full time and didn't like it at all. I was in amphitheaters with 250 of my friends learning calculus at the State University. It didn't fit my learning style. I needed to know my instructor, and I needed my instructor to know me and how I learn. Most young people don't know what an apprenticeship is, and they need to find out, and schools need to find out more, and colleges as well, because it puts those pieces together of learning. You know, in high schools, we're taking different subjects, moving to different places. Teachers have 200 students. How do they get to know those folks and how they learn? It's important to me that this instruction is done in apprenticeship in a hands-on way, in a mentoring way, in a way that folks learn and see my development over time. So, you know, and also work has not historically been a structured learning venue, and that has to change as well. In order for us to take advantage of all our people and our skills. The apprenticeship process does exactly that. And it has been nurtured over the centuries, but it fits our human appetite to learn and for personal and career growth as well as providing that learning venue in the workplace to make our businesses more competitive. Registered apprenticeships offers these opportunities by allowing apprentices to earn while they learn, and by providing a pathway to well-paying careers and the ability to advance even further in those careers. So today, on behalf of Secretary Walsh and the United States Department of Labor, I would like to welcome you to National Apprenticeship Week. This is a great opportunity to highlight how apprenticeship provides a critical talent and training pipeline that can address our nation's pressing issues, such as modernizing our cybersecurity response, addressing public health issues, and rebuilding our country's infrastructure. Now, during National Apprenticeship Week, leaders in industry, in labor, in workforce, in education, and government host events to showcase the success and value of registered apprenticeship for rebuilding our economy and advancing racial and gender equity and supporting underserved communities. National Apprenticeship Week is a nationwide celebration that demonstrates the importance of registered apprenticeship in providing industry-driven talent, preparing American workforce for the jobs of today and tomorrow. Now, it's been around 6 or 7 years now. We actually stole National Apprenticeship Week idea from the UK. And in the past 6 years, National Apprenticeship Week has spurred over 5,000 events nationwide, 700 proclamations, and 470,000 attendees across the country. Events and activities have included apprenticeship program open houses for career seekers, skills competitions, community fora, apprenticeship graduations, business roundtables, high school or college career fairs. We've even had apprenticeship signing days, as well as industry roundtable events and more. And this year, in something special, to promote the advancement of women in registered apprenticeship, the Secretary of Labor has designated Thursday of National Apprenticeship Week as National Women in Apprenticeship Day. And given the historic underrepresentation of women in apprenticeship, it's critical that we advance these opportunities for women, since their participation is vital to building a successful, competitive, and diverse workforce. So these National Apprenticeship Week events will help to tell the unique story of how registered apprenticeship is currently propelling and transforming the lives of 650,000 people in America, including women, people of color, people with disabilities, and other underrepresented populations who are currently working successfully as apprentices in diverse industries such as information technology and healthcare, advanced manufacturing, education, construction, transportation, cybersecurity, clean energy, financial services, agriculture, and more. So as our economy gets back on track, this is a critical time for industry, education, and community leaders to focus on preparing our young talent for the skilled workforce. We cannot leave our youth behind at this important juncture, and apprenticeships can pave the way for skill acquisition and building productive capacity for our young, diverse, and industrious talent. We right here can be national trailblazers in apprenticeship expansion and in promoting equity, but we need more business and employer partners to engage to make that happen. For a strong talent pipeline, business and industry partners set the parameters and drive an inclusive recruitment initiative that starts in schools, neighborhoods, and communities and continues on to learning on the job and youth apprenticeships. Businesses benefit from the productive contributions and energy of apprentices, while mentors and trainers monitor their progress, ensure successful skills development, competency attainment, and retention. Young adults earn a salary as apprentices while learning to become fully qualified in that occupation. And the participating young adults increase their engagement in education and work and gain in-depth support for developing occupational and employability skills from their adult mentors. So preparing disadvantaged youth, young adults can also benefit from workforce services and supportive services that might address English and math literacy, housing, childcare, transportation, financial education and literacy, small loan programs, and others. Now, a holistic integration of these support services is usually inaccessible, but it's often needed to reach and work with and to support talented young people. So, in addition to these efforts at work, sponsors working with community and academic-based mentors can support the needs of these individual youth. They can build neighborhood networks to integrate support services, to help those youth build on their strengths and acquire the job readiness skills in line with that employer recruitment requirement. So the Department of Labor strongly supports the expansion of registered apprenticeship, including youth apprenticeship and pre-apprenticeship in industries that feature the inclusion of underserved populations in these programs. Now, the department, as you know, recently awarded more than $99 million in state apprenticeship expansion, equity, and innovation grants to bolster states' efforts to expand programming and inclusive strategies to attract that diverse workforce. These grants also aim to develop partnerships with new industries and emerging occupations, including industry sectors that were most hardest hit by the pandemic. We also invested nearly $31 million through cooperative agreements to establish 4 registered apprenticeship technical assistance centers of excellence. Now, these centers really are something new, but we are so excited to have these centers as extensions of the Labor Department, to help us with some of the things that have nagged us, over time, getting diverse populations in. What are those occupational skills and competencies that industry need? Systemic problems and data problems as well. So these centers we're really relying on as to help us pave the way to the future. So today, we'd like to talk just a little bit more about the fountain, what I call the fountain of youth apprenticeship. And it is indeed a fountain. It's the energy that young workers can pump into your organization. It's the atmosphere of learning and innovation in the workplace that youth apprenticeship creates for businesses and sponsors. Now, other countries like Germany and Switzerland, and now even the UK, apprenticeship is an integrated system. Industry works with government and educators to develop programs and quality standards that everyone uses. In the United States, we are just beginning to widen those learning and quality checks for new and emerging industries, like healthcare and IT, which you're working so closely with. And we're thrilled to have practitioners in those industries here in net.America's Youth Forum. We need to get apprenticeship to be a mainstream option for young people. It's not fully understood and integrated in the mainstream yet, but it will be. And it's up to us to pave some of those inroads for women, for people of color, for other underserved populations, to get them into these good paying jobs with learning experiences and career pathways into the more lucrative occupations that apprenticeship can offer. So for starters, today at net.America's Youth Forum, we have an important road ahead, but we have some really great presenters here, such as the Healthcare Services Group with Jeannie and Ramel, and Latifa at CityWorks in DC. And we also have a Universal Unread Charter School and others who are implementing these programs and thriving. We'll also hear more about the benefits of a virtual platform for apprenticeship. So the day is full of wonderful presenters who are making youth apprenticeships happen. So thank you so much for attending this youth forum. And we look forward to a fantastic day of learning about youth apprenticeships. Thank you.